Okay, hello, my name is Mohammed Danu Wiratama and I will explain to you how Process Explorer works, especially for you monitoring the threads, DLLs, and handles in some process. Okay, let's use this process, the Chrome.x, and how you to see the threads, DLLs, and handle. Maybe it's very easy. You just go to here and click here, and as you can see the threads, the aisles, and handles in that process. Okay, let's begin with some first column. In the first column you can see the state. The state is like status from that threads. There's like waiting, maybe terminate and running sometimes. And this the next one you can see the wait reason why is the thread is waiting, maybe like the user request or work from queue or maybe work from other by threads. And this one you can see the TID, the threads ID is identifier for the threads, and this is the user time, CPU time spent executing code in the user mode. And this one most CPU time spent executing code in the kernel mode. And this one is the current percentage of CPUs by each thread, and this how long the threads is working in that CPU. And this is the time when the thread was created, and this is the location the threads, and this is the best priority is the default priority assigned to a thread affecting in CPU scheduling. And this is a dynamic priority, which can change based on the system behavior. This is content switch is the number of content switch during the last update. And this is ideal CPU is the the threads is where the threads in logical processor. And this is the cycle delta, CPU cycle use science the last update. And this the total CPU cycle consumed since thread creation. And this the memory priority, the thread is the 5, and input output priority. And go to the next is the DLLs. So what DLLs? DLLs like file util to process to download it. Like this DLLs, like you can see the name in here, the name of DLLs like web data or webcon DLLs or the version DLLs. And this description of DLLs, and this is the company name of DLLs, and this is the path or location of the DLLs. And sometimes the virus can injection from the DLLs to the process. So make sure if you want to monitoring your DLLs, you go here, go to the view and select columns, and make sure you verify the signer and the virus total is already clicked, and go to read. And you can see this is the verify Microsoft can be trusted, and the virus total can see this no virus in here. So I save in here. And this one, and next to the handle, and in handle you can see the like some process connect with what connect with anything or something like that. So a handle is a unique identifier used by the operating system to manage an access resource allocated to process like Chrome. And Chrome connect with the file in here, and even in directory and desktop electric port like that. And sometimes key or maybe mutant atau other process as you can see the name in here. So yeah, that's it. How you monitoring the handles, DLLs, and threads using Process Explorer. And that's it from me. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Bilal, surname is Muhammad Bilal Taqwa. Today I want to explain what is Process Explorer. Process Explorer is an advanced system monitoring and diagnostic tool created by CS Internal, a division of Microsoft. It provides a detailed real-time view of process, thread, and system resource usage on a Windows computer. It is often used by IT professional, developer, and advanced user for troubleshooting, debugging, and understanding how a system operates at the general level. Um, about the GUI, graphical user interface of Process Explorer, it shows like mm, detailed information about the program, the listed programs. So here we have the essentials tools on the top left corner of the screen. You can see the save button, refresh button, um, terminate process button, and find the process button. And on the right side of them is there are grep. Okay, you're right, that's a grep. That's my friend will explain it later. So we're focusing about the GUI on below of it, like process, CPU, private bytes, working set, PID, description, and company name. I will explain. I'll put the explanation on the video. And next we have a color of every program. The color has a different meanings. Each one, like the green one is the new objects, the darker red is deleted objects, the dark blue is on process, the red one is surfaces, gray is suspended process, the the purple one is a packet image, and many more. You can see at top of me. So maybe that's my explanation about the Process Explorer and the GUI. Okay, guys, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Miftahul Jannah, and in this presentation, I will explain about system information in Process Explorer. Okay, the information system summarizes the entire process. Then all the process are summarized and give details in here. This image shows information about the performance of the computer system as well. The first one is a CPU graphic. CPU. Next, CPU. Nah, in this CPU, there is a green color and a red color. In green color, this indicates how busy your computer processor CPU. Think of the CPU is the brain of the computer. The higher the green graph, the harder the CPU is working. In the red color, this shows the activity of the Windows kernel, which is the core part of the operating system. The kernel manages all the process and research on your computer. We can see the detail in this bottom. There is total CPU and topology. In total, we have handles, thread, and process. In handles, handles is this shows the number of the handle currently active on the system. Handles are like labels used by program to access various system resources, such as file, network connection, and parts of memory. Next, threads. This shows the number of threads that are currently active. A thread is a part of program that can be executed independently. Each program can have one more thread. This number shows how many tasks are being executed in parallel by the CPU. And process. In this process, it shows the number of active process or program that are running on your computer, on our computer. Every program uh, every program run, such as a web browser, word processing application, or game, will be a process. Uh, and next, CPU. In CPU, there is a context switch delta, interrupt delta, and DPC delta. In context switch delta, this indicates the number of context switch that occur per second. Context switch occur when the CPU moves from one thread to another. This number indicates how often the CPU has to switch tasks between different threads. And next, there is interrupt delta. Interrupt delta is the number of interrupt notification signal from software or hardware that the CPU requests to be logged. There is DPC delta. The DPC delta, this indicates the number of DPC or different procedure calls that occur per second. DPC is mechanism used by Windows to delay the execution or of certain tests until the CPU has some free time. These numbers show how many tests are delayed in execution. So it shows the number of tests that are delayed. Just like opening an application and something is delayed like lag, it shows how much is delayed. And next, topology. In topology, we have cores, sockets, and logical processor. Uh, cores, this shows in cores the number of physical cores that the CPU in your computer. Each core can be thought of as an independent processor that can run tasks in parallel. Socket, this shows the number of CPU that that exists on your computer motherboard. A socket is placed on the motherboard where the CPU is mounted. Usually, desktop computers have one socket, while server can have more than one socket. And logical processor, this indicates the number of logical processor available in the system. Logical processor can be equal to the number of physical core, or more if the CPU support technology which allow one physical core to run two threads simultaneously. Okay, the next is system commit and physical memory grabs. We have yellow color and orange color. In the yellow color, this is like showing how crowded our home. The higher the yellow, example, the more people is program are doing activities at home. If it's too full, the house may feel slow or sluggish. And in orange color, they show how much space, how much memory in your home, in your program is being used. Just like yellow, if orange is full, the house can feel slow or claustrophobic. Uh, and there is a detail from the system commit. There is commit chart, physical memory, kernel memory, paging, and paging list. In the commit chart, we have current, limit, and peak. Current is the amount of virtual memory currently allocated by the system, and limit is the maximum limit of memory that can be allocated by the system, determined by the size of the page file and physical memory. Uh, peak, peak is the maximum amount of memory ever allocated during the current window session. Next, physical memory. In physical memory, we have total, available, cache, working set, kernel WS, and driver WS. Total total is the total amount of physical memory or RAM available on the system. Available is a physical memory that is currently available and not being used. In cache is memory used for cache, such as system files that are cached to improve performance. Yeah, um, working set is the active memory used by the current process. In kernel OS is uh, part of the working set used by the Windows kernel. Driver OS is part of the working set used by driver. Next, kernel memory. In kernel memory, we have uh, page OS, page virtual, page limit, non-page, and non-page limit. In page OS is the kernel memory that can be paged. In page virtual is a pageable kernel virtual memory. In page limit is the maximum amount of kernel memory that can be paged. In non-page kernel and in non-page non kernel memory that cannot be paged always exists in RAM. In RAM. Uh, Next, non-page limit. Non-page limit is maximum limit, all the limit. Okay. Next, paging. Okay. In paging, we have page fault delta, page read or write delta. In page fault data is number of errors in accessing swap, swap, switch page. In page read or write delta is number of rate of or write operation involving paging. And next, paging list. Okay, paging list. There is 0, free, modified, standby, and what? Okay, in 0 we have 0. 0 is a memory page that are set to 0, and free is available memory page. Free is available memory page. Next, modified. Modified is page that have been modified and are waiting to be saved to this. And the standby inactive page that are stored in RAM and quick quick rest. Quick rest. Okay. Okay, next in GPU grabs. Input grab. Sorry. EO grabs. Okay. There's a network. Okay. In grab input and output, we have read delta, read bytes delta, write delta, write bytes delta, and other delta, and other bytes delta. Okay, in read delta. The delta is the number of read in uh, input output operation performed by the process in a given time period. Uh, okay, the read bytes delta is the number of bytes read in given period of time. In next, write delta, the number of write in input-output operation performed by the process in a given period of time. In write bytes delta, the number of bytes written in a given time period. And other delta is the number of other uh, input-output operation, for example, operation metadata. Uh, other bytes delta, the number of bytes processed in other uh, input-output operation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Didi Karyadi. I will explain to presentation domain of Process Explorer. Process Explorer a very is very useful tool analyze and monitor every process and the system in depth. This way you can gain insight into how application interact with the operating system and hardware, as well as identify potential problems or malicious process that may affect system performance. Next, Process Explorer built an additional application. Process Explorer is part of Sentinel Suite, which is a collection of additional tools developed by Sentinel, now owned by Microsoft. It is designed to run on top of the Windows operating system rather than being an integral part of the OS itself. Unlike Task Manager, which is a built-in component of the Windows operating system, Process Explorer must be downloaded and run manual by the user. Application it has no direct control over how the OS manages process, but rather just reads data and provide user with a richer view compared to build to like to Task Manager. Domain of Process Explorer. The domain of Process Explorer itself in the application by accessing the API directly from the OS switch is the same and the Task Manager and even more complicated than the Task Manager gets. Next, Process Explorer is a software made by Mark Russinovich that has quite interesting feature, although only a small utility. The application is very powerful and useful for seeing chat when programs are running. With Process Explorer, you can view CPU and memory usage through DLL. This application is portable application with capacity of 145 MB. To run program simple is attract and process. The program will run. The interface is very simple and easy to use. Next, future usage and support. Well, the Task Manager offers the simplicity of displaying information about CPU, usage memory, or running program, Process Explorer offers something more advanced. In fact, Process Explorer can replace the text manager configuration when you press Ctrl plus Alt plus Del. You can monitor them when you click on any of them of a window appears that gives you a bar graph. Next, uh, main use identify process that a lot of research CPU memory and killer process fin terminate unknown or suspicious process and analyze the existing performance of the system. Next, uh, thank you. Uh, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.